Shout out to all you crypto hooligans in the house. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. About to break it down for you right now, baby. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, talk about some altcoins. We don't miss here every single day, baby. Twice on Saturdays. We got you, baby. We got you. Shout out to the panic sellers. Shout out to the panic sellers out there. And we're back, baby. We're back. Today we teach class. So we're ready for class, as you can see in professor mode. But we're ready, baby. We're ready. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Last night was insane. We're going to show you what happened last night. For me, I don't know. I was just sitting on my computer. Next thing you know, it got pretty crazy. And things were whipping to the upside fast. I'm going to show you exactly what was happening here in the charts, show you the results, show you what we did, or what I did. You could have done it too. Anyone could have done it. It was pretty insane. But last night, the money was flowing. So last night, I saw that MAVIA was at a beautiful bull flag, likely to break out. Made 500 on weeks swiftly from 216 to 250 as MAVIA made a beautiful move to the upside. Threw 50 grand. I threw 25,000 2x leverage on Brent, cleaning a nice like $500 in like a half an hour or something like that, 20 minutes. And MAVIA, another 200 on Mexi, why not? Right? And so right there, just cleaned a nice $1,200 last night as I was going to bed. Then saw VRA was ripping through that and went to sleep. Woke up at 200% gains on VRA. 200%. Let me show you the one that we're up now. And actually, I moved the stop loss right below the lowest, the biggest candle there. And I think I was up even more as I was asleep. And so there's just massive gains. And that's just not the only one. There's more gains to be had. Like, that was just some of them. That was at the end of the night. You know what I mean? After everything else. And then Bitcoin got the pop. We got a Bitcoin trade to the upside too as well. It was pretty awesome. Everything kind of went our way last night. And it was a Friday night, a slow Friday night, but we had eventually got the pop, got the move, and things really started to pump. So shout out to anyone. Put a 333 here in the comment section. Did you make massive gains here with the Lifer? Let me know. Let me know if you made massive gains here with the Lifer on this beautiful Saturday morning. I wake up just knowing that I made money. Like, I made more money. I used to go to work and make $1,800 a week. I mean, I worked my butt off. I thought I had a good job back then. This was 7-8 years ago. And I was in a union. I was getting matched health insurance, a pension. So I was even making more than that. Technically, I couldn't see the money, but it was getting backed. And then, now I just made $1,200 in like a few minutes, under a couple hours last night. And it was the end of my day. It was just the scraps of the day. You know what I mean? It wasn't even like the whole, And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just teaching you this is what can happen if you become a trader, like, for a living. Like, I trade for a living. There's money all day long. Like, I would be able to survive in any situation, any place. Put me somewhere, I'll find a market. I'll eventually start trading the market. I'll be able to see the ins and outs of that market. And I'm going to be able to take advantage of it when with the population around. Like, we're going to nail it. And once you're a trader, you can literally see what's likely going to happen in the markets. And I'm accurate, so I know for the rest of my life, we're going to nail it. As long as we put in the effort, you got to show up every single day. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to show up every single day. That's the one thing that you have to do. All right. Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Saturday morning. Yes, we wake up early. We're teaching class today. If you want to jump on into class, I have a link below my videos that will break you down and get you into class. All right. It'll break it down for you. You'll be like, okay, that's how I do this. I'm going to show you exactly how I trade, teach you how I got into Bitcoin on the lows, show you how the big cycles become the little cycles, teach you how small time frames become big time frames and vice versa. I'm going to give you sauce you've never thought possible, teach you how indicators are intertwined amongst each other, show you how to find the best moments to get in and get out of trades and why. And for the rest of your life, you will never be the same. Right below all my videos, you can hit this tutoring right there. Click on that and jump on in, all right? If you want to jump on in, that's great. But this is also a Black Friday sale. Still doing the Black Friday sale. If you want to jump on into the trading group. Massive gains last night. So if you're like, you know what? And honestly, you did not have to know that much about trading. Let's break down kind of how it went last night and show you kind of the trades that I was looking at. MAVIA. I teach what's called a bull pennant, all right? By the time you're in my trading group for a week, you'll know what a bull pennant is. It should take you 5 or 6 days to understand what a bull pennant is. It's when price action gets very, very tight going sideways, all right? When you see a bull pennant, you start to buy right here towards the end of it, and then you hold and wait for it to blast off. It's a very simple strategy to make money. I've done it thousands of times in my life. You wait, and this is a known pattern that 68% is going to break out in a bull market. Like 90% of the time, this is going to pump. So you could go hard here, and that's all you need is a pump like that to make a day's pay. I mean, I made $700 there, okay? And we sold basically the absolute top there, crazy, at 250. I didn't even know I had the trade open. See, I opened the trade on weeks, opened the trade on MEXC, was doing my thing, took all my trades. Then I opened the huge trade on Brad and forgot about the MEXC, the weeks trade. So I'm sitting there, I close all my trades, I'm sitting there, and then I'm like, let me just check weeks before I go to bed. And I see a gain of $500. I'm like, I didn't even remember making that trade. I was like, yo, I'll take that down right now. If I didn't even remember making it, I better take it right now. And like, it was kind of a good indication, and I ended up selling the top of that moment. Unbelievable trade. So yeah, 75% gains off five, like use like $800 or something to make $500. I mean, with 5x leverage, you can't beat a trade like this. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be rich, you don't have to have tons of money, and you could still be printing $500. But you got to know what you're doing, right? Leverage trading isn't for beginners. You got to know what you're doing. I would demo trade first, get yourself situated. But look, get in right there, boom. Now VRA was the same story. So that's why I went to bed last night. I was like, I just made money on that. I was like, then VRA is probably going to do the same thing. It's in a flag. See how they were exactly identical. I said VRA is going to go too, and I took VRA for gains, and I'm still in it. I put the stop loss right there. I probably might have just got hit. So blessings on blessings. This is not hard. High volume node, tight moving average. I'm ready. I'm in there, right? I'm here to guide you, show you. See, once the market starts to move, the TA is definitely more simple. But finding the coins all the time is the next. That's a skill, and I'm going to be up all night doing everything, doing what I got. Last night I found a bunch of new stuff for you guys. I'm going to break it down for you in the trading group. One thing I'll give you is, the new thing going on is cookie.fun, which is AI agents. All right, this is what you need to know. These are the sites you want to learn. Bookmark this. This is cookie.fun. These are the AI agents. They're starting to move. Like, this one could likely get to that $1 billion market cap. AIXBT. This is Cerebro, right, which we've been seeing. That was interviewed by the Thread guy. I don't know if you watched that. It was pretty interesting. GOAT, which people, GOAT's going to get to that. I don't see how it doesn't get to the $1 billion market cap. It's an AI coin that's going to move. But these are all AI agents, all right? And these are kind of the new things that are starting to move, all right? This is all virtuals, right? Virtuals protocol and AI agents, and it's that whole idea, all right? Virtuals just been continuing to rip to the upside. We gave you virtuals, I don't know, when it was like pennies. The thing is now over like $1.60. This is the new thing. This is where the money is flowing. I'm teaching you now, and it's about narratives and constantly staying on to the next narrative. All right, you got to teach yourself to be super, super quick. With like, the hardest part about cryptocurrency for me was I realized that I wanted everything to be where I wanted it to be in life, right? And I wanted to be like, this can be here, that can be there, but like cryptocurrency moves so fast, like I realized I had to like grasp onto one idea and then like kind of like remove and move on and grasp on, and I had to almost recreate myself constantly to stay relevant and to understand where the market could be going. And as I get older too, when you're younger, you're with the curve. As you get older, you have to kind of deep dive. You have to stay on Twitter. You have to interact, and that's why I love my live stream. Tons of people here in their 20s hanging out with me. Tons of people all around, right? I wouldn't be surprised if this continues to rip here today. It's one of the hottest coins in the game right now. Everyone's staring at it. People wish they got in. There's a lot of FOMO for virtual. And there's a nice swing trade there probably for a gain of, to $2. And this thing has just been ripping. We started looking at it when it first came out. We're talking 5-6 cents. I remember this is one of the first trades I put out. And again, just like I showed you VRA, it was this simple. It just made this beautiful bull flag, got very tight, and eventually broke to the upside. And that was at what, 36 cents we were putting it out? That thing is ripping. It did a 5X, dang near. Unbelievable. So let's take a look at Theta. Everyone says Theta is exploding. That's cool. I keep a bag of Theta. I don't even know why. I had it for a long time. 280. Look at Theta banging on them. And only a matter of time. I mean, I had Theta in this kind of falling wedge here, right? Likely to break out to the upside. Look at that thing ripping. I thought it would at least come back to the 21. No. Daily just, But look, the golden cross approaching. When you front run a golden cross and you buy above the 200 MA. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. All I do at this point is I look for this. It's so simple for me. I look for price action to be right at the 200. All right. Either you can front, if you really like the project, I front run. If I'm DCAing and I love the project, I'm in there. But if I want to swing trade, I want to swing trade 50 grand, because that's what I do. I swing trade 50 grand, make 5 grand in a couple minutes or an hour or during the day. You know what I mean? Like, this is what happened. I was broke as a joke as a kid, and I used to trade. And I used to sit there and trade, and I had no money, right? And I'd be like, and I'd hit like 5% on $500. And I'd be like, man, if I had 10 grand, that's all I needed to make for the day. I'd be done for the day. And you know how many times I used to say that to my wife? And I traded for 15 years broke, I did it, everyone, over and over again. I never liquidated. I didn't get liquidated. I liquidated like 5 or maybe 20 times in my life. I've been liquidated for like little bits of money playing around. Like, I never blew up whole account. I think I blew up the account 1 or 2 times for maybe I did blow up an account for like four grand, maybe 5 grand. But that was it, Then I realized I had to really, really hone in. And what I did is I put 5 grand in my leverage account and told myself that I was unallowed to put any more in until I could make it more money. And I would lose it to 4 and I'd freak out. I'm like, man, I have to be able to do this. And then one day it was 7 and I was like, I did it. And I took the 2 out and I bought altcoins and I started showing everyone, I'm going to buy altcoins with this 2 grand. And then I did it again and I was like, I'm going to buy altcoins. And I was like, now I have a reason to be good because I have to buy altcoins. See? And I told everyone we have to have a desire for the money, and that's how the money will keep continuing to come. All right. All right. So we teach class today. If you want to jump on into class, there's still a chance to get in. And if you want to jump into the Black Friday sale, that link is all right here. Go to cryptolifer.com right up here. Make it so simple. Go to cryptolifer.com. If you want to trade where we trade, all right, we got links to Weeks. We got links to MEXC. MEXC is the least expensive in the game. Of all the fees in there, MEXC takes the least amount of fees. Weeks is awesome too. Basically a runner-up. All right. Can you please check out GFI? We'll take a look at GFI. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Okay. Okay, moving forward. So, unlock financial freedom. Join the team today. Black Friday sale. All right, beautiful website we just built, cryptolifer.com. Check it out, representing. So can we find some gains right now? There's definitely some gains to be had. All right, let's break down Bitcoin for you. I'm done gloating over the insane money that's coming in, but it's coming in. And you don't have to be a genius here. You just have to have some effort. And it's good to join a trading group, anyone. I don't care which one. A lot of these kids are just finding memes and stuff for you. And you know what? There's different types of meme trading groups. There's meme finding trading groups. There's all different types of groups out there. Most of them are going to disappear once the meme cycle disappears. They're going to, they're probably just going to I don't know what they'll do. I saw a lot of that happen. But the idea is, we're a trading group. We'll trade right through it. We'll short this market all the way down when it's time. We'll just flip the charts upside down and we'll have the biggest bull run of our lives. You see what I'm saying? It'll be the same thing to us. It'll be dumping, but to us it will look like it's pumping. Really, flip the chart upside down and just start trading all day long. As funny as that sounds, I'm going to do that. And we're going to rip it as we get that move. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin today. Struggling, not doing amazing, but that's good. The money flowing into the altcoins. You want Bitcoin to kind of go sideways on the weekends, and you want altcoin fever. And this is what we look for. This is what we want. This is what, you know what I mean? This is what it's all about. All right. 1 second. I just got to put some batteries in me mouse. Yeah, that's it, baby. My sweet, sweet buttercup of love. We should be good to go now. We should be good to go now. Yeah, we're flying now. Okay, so cool. You know, I don't usually use a wireless mouse. Oh, my mice came actually. They're in the post office. Right near my house, we have like, it's not the post office, but you know. So the daily closing red, not a good sign. Let's take a look at our top-down analysis like we do every single day. All right, I'm a little frazzled, right? You can see I'm drunk off gains. I got to get back into my sauce here like we do every single day. All right. Maybe it's interference. Who knows what the heck is going on over here? Oh, that's probably what it is. Okay, I got it now. All right, so let's take a look here. What's happening on the weekly chart? We got a red candle. If that closes red, we have had pullbacks in the past. 1, 2, 3, you know what I mean? So we got to look at that. That closes red is, you know, I'd like it to close green in the next 1 day and 11 hours. But okay, it can close red. But and when I'm telling people, like, could we get a pullback for Bitcoin? You know, we might even just go sideways here. You know, there's a chance we just go somewhat sideways. And that's what we're seeing here for BTC. Before we get our bigger move to the upside, you know, or we could get you know, the 21's a little far away. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back. At the same time, the whole world wants BTC. So I'm telling myself I have no idea what's going to happen. One step at a time. I believe we'll get to 100K, whether we pull back and rip or whether we continue to rip. So I'm not stressing it overall. You know what I mean? It's really just, it's more of like a fun adventure. We're going to find out. We're going to be able to trade it either way. Like if it trades down, we'll make more money. If it trades up, we'll make more money. We're going to make money either way. It doesn't really matter. We're going to be able to take advantage of the trade. So I'm super excited either way. It doesn't matter, right? If you like those gains that you saw earlier in the trading group and you're just thinking about it, stop waiting. Jump on into CryptoLifer.com. It's the least expensive it will be. You will love it. Look, I made 10 times, like it's like $700, 777 for the year now. And I made like way more than that off of like $500 last night. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. Off a couple thousand actually, you know. OPSEC is back, baby. Oh yeah, remember OPSEC? That thing was hot too. So Bitcoin could pull back on the weekly chart. 3-day also starting to kind of get a little wick there, you know, but it did defy this. And so what I was saying is like, you know what? The 3-day might be into a bit of a flag come to the 21, and then that could be a nice big boom up for our next move to the upside here for Bitcoin. So this looks likely to be 2, but it's not guaranteed, but it definitely is something on the radar. All right, and something that could definitely occur. So we got to pay attention to this idea here for Bitcoin. Again, it could easily just continue to rip, and that's why we're watching the smaller time frames. But I've seen this exact setup do exactly what we're talking about there, right? And then here we are on the daily inside of that like funky triangle, like it's in a symmetrical. It looks better on the 4 hour, so I'm going to draw it there, and we're going to break down what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. Now, last night the 4 hour to me flipped bullish. You know, after all our waiting, and this is what we drew. I said, you know, we should come down to the bottom of this channel. And technically, you could say, well, didn't we lose the channel? And I would kind of say, I guess we did, right? But there we go with me, you know, just giving it a little bit of love there. But, you know, this is a cup and handle. I've played this as a cup and handle many times. I call it an ascending cup and handle. And this one even almost isn't even needed to do that. But I mean, that has cup and handle status. And this is how price action moves. It moves in cup and handles. And people don't really believe me, but this is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. Like, it'll be the cup and handle and the cup and handle, right? So handle the handle. And I've seen this so many times in my life, it's insane. And again, what was the big catalyst here? Well, we talked about it too. And I don't know if you remember, but I even drew it and I said, I don't know, you think I'm crazy, but even here. And once I identify a cup and handle, I know I have such a high probability of making gains. It's like my mind just sees it. It sees it. It's like Sammy, and that's why I'm called Samuel Cup and Handle, Sammy Cup and Handy, because I use this cup and handle day in and day out. I must have said it on almost every stream I've ever been on. It's insanity. the cup and handle. So I see the Bitcoin in the cup and handle, and we played this cup and handle to the upside. We nailed this one. If you were with me, we nailed the reversal for Bitcoin when everyone went short. I called this hidden bullish divergence right here with a Fibonacci at the 786 retracement. It's a known model of mine. We took it. Me and my whole trading group went to bed with ease. Not ease, because you never know, but we went to bed. I got into the trade, and we woke up in massive gains. That trade's still live. If you're in it, you're still in massive gains from that entry right there that I gave. It doesn't get better than that. Like, that's textbook right there. Low stochastics. MACD was turning. Everything told me that I had to go for it that night. The indication said yes. Falling volume with falling price. It was a falling wedge. And there you have it to the upside. So this is the stuff you're going to learn in the trading group. You're going to be excellent at trading. We put ourselves at the highest standards, and we want the best from our students. Everyone in my trading group has very high standards for their trades and the way they trade. And so you're going to be aligned with a bunch of people that really want you to win. And I don't see how that doesn't put you in position to really take control and win. Because, that's how you win. You hang out with the people that are winning and that understand that concept. So look, the 4-hour looks good to me. Like, we could get a move for Bitcoin even today to the upside. Let's take a look at our 1-hour time frame. The 1-hour looks like it's going to rip too. So when the 1-hour and the 4-hour are both pointing up to me on the stochastics, that's a known signal of mine to go for a long. So I'm still in a long, but I like the long right here for Bitcoin. I'm going to take a long in front of you. I'm going to show you the trade that I'm going to make live here because I'm that nice. All right. I'm a nice guy that makes live trades in front of you. It shows you how I make the trade. We're here on a beautiful exchange called Weeks. Weeks is awesome. I like Weeks. All right. It could be used US, Canada, around the world. Stress-free too. That's the key. What I like about Weeks. It's stress-free. All right. We're going to take a look here at this cup and handle that Sammy's talking about. And the fact that we're hanging on the 15-minute 200 MA. Now, if we lose the 15-minute 200 MA, this will dump to the downside for sure, and it won't be an amazing trade. And there's a chance it doesn't go well. It's a Saturday. Saturdays are tough trades. It could be lower volume on the exchanges. This has somewhat of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder vibe that didn't play out, but it's not amazing, right off the bat. What I like to do is make this full screen so I can see exactly what I'm working with. Always open it up. If you're trading on a phone, at least, get it somewhat to the side, get as much landscape as you can. Those fold phones are amazing. My lifers were showing me those. And they were folding out their charts with they were at pens, and they were able to trade right there on the phone like it was a computer. Unbelievable. So, looking here, I always grab my long tool. I just want to be slow for any of the beginners here that are watching. And I got to make sure that the trade makes sense, right? I mean, that says we could boom up to 101,278. And I could just keep a stop below that. I like to be below, like if we wick down, we wicked again, we wicked, and that's a higher low. I like to at least keep that low. So it says the stop loss could be at 96,633 on the 33, right? So there I go. I have my parameters for the trade. I'd like to get out at 101,347. And I got to have a stop loss in there at 96. Did it adjust slightly for some reason there? Oh, no, yeah, it's the bottom one. Yep. I may get that confused because my 95,723. All right. So if price comes to 95,723, I get stopped out of the trade, which isn't that far away from price action considering where we're at on the 15-minute. Basically, the 200 MAs have to hold for me to win the trade. If we lose the 200 MA, it's a wrap. Let me take a look at my 1-minute chart. The 1 minute is got a head and shoulder, but it is above the 200. Look, if you got into the trade this morning when we crossed the 200 MA, you'd be in the money. That's my signal right there to the upside. Class in 10 minutes, everybody. Class in 10 minutes. Bit of a bear flag there, though, on the 15 for sure, right? Look at it. 15-minute looks like it's in a nasty little bear flag that could dump on you. I mean, the 5. Look at that. Doesn't look amazing, I'll tell you that. Almost makes me want to wait, but it looks like it could be making a right shoulder here. We got a bit of a shoulder ahead, and can we make a right shoulder for a move to the upside? It would be amazing. Sketchy business, though. It does look like you could easily get dropped out. I could get stopped out pretty simply. That would take me to 96, 150, though I'd still stay in the trade, right? So I could handle the small time downtrend, but I'm not. I could wait for the 5 minute to get above the 200. That would be more ideal for me to win the trade. I do have protection on this 15, though. But it's it's light. It's not a lot. And the smaller time frames could take me down. And there's even the right flag there. So I see the caution. The 30 minute doesn't look amazing. 30 minute looks like a bear flag could take me down. These stochastics could roll over pretty easily. So now I'm looking at the risk. I'm like, do I want to take the risk for the trade? Now, if the trade, it's still a cup and handle. I like the higher low. I'm going to hide out, but I feel like the stop has to be below this low. And there's a 4-to-3 risk reward ratio, 4.5. And so the stop has to be at like 95, 570. Probably even below 95.5 would be even crucial. I don't know. I'm not loving this position right now on the smaller time frames. Looks like we're going to pull back before I get into the trade. Might want to wait for my entry here. When it's like that, I just make the trade smaller. So we'll make the trade, but it'll be a smaller trade. Like 100 for 5. And I might even get out here for like, $100 or $200, right? Call it a day, just add to the trade. It's about adding to the portfolio every day. You limit in, just bring it right above. It'll click in. And you want to limit in. You always want to be limiting in for less fees. All right? So that's the trade. You can see what I just did there. It's the cup and handle on weeks to the upside. And that's kind of what we're looking at. All right? If you're just jumping in, there is some risk to the trade. I kind of went over it. Look, it's already kind of dipping a little bit right off the bat. I could kind of tell it was going to pull back, but I don't have time to sit there and wait. So I'll let that thing cook. All right. So you could kind of see what, we're looking for this cup and handle to break out. Now there's a chance we lose the 5 minute 2 MA, then we lose the 15 minute, and then we lose the 1 hour. If we lose the 1 hour 2 MA here, we are going to roll over to the downside. Usually when we're in an uptrend and the moving averages get this tight, we do get a push to the upside. This curving is interesting. It could be a high, a low, a lower high. But in the small scheme of things, it's a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. I'm expecting a higher high for Bitcoin. What I would see here is, look, and this is what I like about this. If we come down, boom, we'll take out this, bang. Then that will destroy this little mini uptrend. And we'll have to say we're coming back for a lower high, and then we'll probably dump. And look, that could be, head and shouldery of some type. And a retest of this bullet, of the point of control. So, if we lose the trade, it will really, it can tell it, this situation can telegraph the bearish move very nicely. All right. Very nicely. And so that's your update for Bitcoin in the trading group. If you're in the trading group, I do this update every single morning to everyone in the Discord. All right. But on the weekends, one day I started to do it public. And I said, you know what, on the weekends, every morning, on Saturday and Sunday, I'll do the exact, type of update I do for the trading group. Usually it's 10 minutes, though. It's a lot faster. It's only Bitcoin, right? And it gives you exactly what I see, what I'm doing. If I make a trade, it tells you the trade I'm making. I show you exactly what I'm getting in and what I'm doing, and we break it down. Hey, Sam, try us out account with Weeks. Since I did, I go to BitYard. Weeks said no. No, that's not happening. Yeah, I don't think you used the right place. Doesn't make any sense. But I'm not calling you a liar, so I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's just not true, man. Yeah. Because I live in Florida, so you're not making any sense. Aerodrome bullish. I like your skepticism. Bitcoin is looking extremely bearish according to my TA. Interesting. Extremely bearish. Wow. I mean, if you lose the 200 MA, we're going to roll over. It's very simple. This is a symmetrical triangle. They break up or down. And whenever I see them, they dump to the downside. Every time, 90% of the time. They call these bilateral patterns, but 90% of the time, this thing dumps down. It says you would dump back down for a double bottom to 90K, right? At the same time, see, you're making an uptrend. So the trend's your friend until it's not. Right now, you trade the trend. You get it? Keep trading the trend until the trend tells you that it's over and it breaks the low. So until then, I trade the trend. See, my mentor told me trend, and I didn't get it for 8 years. Because I thought it was just like, oh yeah, up and down. I didn't, like, you have to really believe in it. Like, I buy now on trend all day long, and I get what he was saying. All right. Thoughts on Small Business Saturday? Well, I'm a small business, so jump on in, baby. Jump on in. I am a small business. Jump on into my small business on Small Business Saturday. All right. We have all sorts of awesome stuff for you guys inside the Discord. It's Black Friday at CryptoLifer.com. Jump on in today. It'll blow your mind. God bless each and every one of you. I got to run. I got to get a mouse so I can do my class beautifully. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. for an amazing show. The show's going to be out of control. There's going to be altcoins getting thrown at us. There's going to be people from all around the world. This tonight's show is going to break the record book. I'm telling you right now. So if you're going to miss tonight's show, you're going to miss probably some of the hottest gains in the game. God bless each and every one of you. Shout out to everyone who's jumping on into class. Can't wait to see you in class. And yeah, I got to run out of here. May God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Yeah, let's get that light down. Yeah. We got to move over there. Yep. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, team. Nice job, everybody. Nice job, everybody. Oh, we're still live. We're still live.